Alright guys, these are your video notes for markup and discount notes. The slides presentation on the left, there should be two things on your screen that you can see. The Google Slides on the left, and then on the right you should be able to see a paper with my document camera. I also want to tell you that if you choose to take digital notes, that these digital notes are on slides 18 through 21. And remember, you get to decide how you want to take your notes, if you want to print them out, if you want to print the slides out and write on them, if you want to just copy everything down on a hard copy in your notebook, if you want to do digital copies by adding text boxes or writing on it with your iPad, just whatever's easier for you is fine with me. But again, if you're doing digital, it's slides 18 through 21. I'm just choosing to do it on the document camera today and with the notes that you see on the left-hand side, okay? So, how much do I pay? And this might end up being a little bit too small, so let me go and change the view. Sorry guys, I thought there was somebody at my door. So we have a couple of objectives today. We will be learning about markups and discounts, and we will solve some practice problems using markups and discounts, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about is a markup, okay? A markup is the amount that the price has increased. So on your notes, whether it be digital or hard copy, a markup is the amount that the price is increased. For example, the markup rate is 20%. The store's cost is $45. So you're going to find 20% of $45. Finding 20% of $45. So what you're going to do is go ahead and set up a percent proportion. Okay, so what you see to the box to the left, it says label the box, okay? Percents are always out of 100. So on that right side of our box, we're going to do the reminder that in this column, it is the percents, and that percents are always out of 100%, okay? Now we're going to label our box. Sometimes in Mrs. Brown's class, we've talked about the words that we know, the things that we are comparing. So for this, it's going to be the amount marked, okay, and that's the markup. And then we are going to have the whole, which we're going to consider the original cost. So two things, the amount that was marked up and the whole, which would be the original cost, okay? So we know that according to our problem, the markup rate is 20%. So that 20 is going to go over my 100. It's sticking with my percent column. Okay. My problem also told me that I had $45. That was the store's cost. So it's $45. Okay. So that is how we set up our proportion, which means we are solving for the amount that it was marked up. Okay. And again, on the left-hand side, you're doing the amount marked up over the whole or the original cost. And as we go to set up that proportion, this is what it looks like. X over 45 is equal to 20 over 100. So now, it's important for you to remember that you keep the same units together. So go ahead and fill that part into your notes. And then you can cross multiply and then divide. Okay, so because we are cross multiplying in this one, we are going this way and we are going this way, which gives us 100x is equal to 45 times 20. So 100x is equal to, well, 45 times 20 is 900. So the equation that you have is 100x is equal to 900. We want to isolate the x or get that variable by itself. So we're going to divide both sides by 100. And that would give us x is equal, 900 divided by 100 is 9. Okay, so the markup is $9. The markup is $9. It's 20% of that original price. Okay, so as we move forward, oops, sorry guys. The store's cost plus the markup is the sale price, is the selling price. It's what they're going to sell it to you for. Okay, the store's paying $45. They're going to mark it up 20%, and then that is what you are going to be charged. Because remember, in the economy or in economics, this is a class that you'll take much later on, stores are, they don't charge you what the cost is to them. They're in the business of making money also. So that markup that you're seeing is the amount that they are making money off what you are purchasing in their store. So for example, the store's cost plus the markup is the selling price. Okay, the selling price is $45 plus that $9 markup. So the selling price is 45 plus 9, which means that the selling price is $54. Okay, so the sale price is $54. There are two problems at the bottom of your page. So what I'm going to ask for you to do now that you know that how to solve a markup problem, I'm going to ask that you pause the video right here. Try to complete numbers 1 and 2 on your own. Come back to the video and unpause and check your answers, okay? So pause right here. Pause right here. Just want to make sure you're going to do it. Okay, good. Pause right here. Come back and check your answers. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and set up my proportion box. Okay, mine looks a little bit different than what they say, but as long as you have 4 boxes, you are completely fine. So remember that this is the amount that was marked up. Okay, and this is the original cost, or the whole. Okay, remember my percent is always going to be out of 100. And then I'm going to use the rest of my problem to help me out. So the store uses a markup of 150% on CDs. So that 150% is going to go over my 100%. How much will the store charge? Oh, I'm sorry. The store's cost is $8. So the store's cost is $8. How much will the store charge you for a CD? So remember, if we go back to our notes, we put all the same units together. So now we can set up a proportion. We're solving for the amount of the markup. Okay? So we can either cross multiply, we can try to simplify these numbers and see if we can find a relationship that way, whatever you're more comfortable with. But this becomes, I know that 150 and 100 are both divisible by 50. So 150 divided by 50 is 3, and 200 divided by 50 is 2. And that just gives me kind of smaller numbers to work with. There's nothing stopping me from saying 100x is equal to 8 times 150, and then solving that way. You can totally do that. I'm just saying that if you simplify some of the numbers that you know, it's going to be a little bit easier to find a relationship. So now I can see that 2 times 4 is going to give me 8. So 3 times 4 is going to give me 12. Okay, so the markup amount is going to be, how much will the store charge you? Well, remember, the selling price is the $8 plus the markup, which was $12, and that means that the store is going to charge you $20. Okay, so let's look at number 2. Again, go ahead and set up that percent proportion. Okay, Richard earned, remember this is your percent, and percents are always over 100, and it says Richard earns $2,700 a month. So he earns $2,700 a month. He received a 3% raise. So the 3 goes over the 100 because I'm keeping all my percents together. And I want to know his new annual salary. Okay? So this is a little bit different. I kind of have to put things in perspective. It's not exactly a selling price, but it's the same concept that's happening here. Because this is his salary now. If he gets a 3% raise, what will his new salary be? Okay, so we're still having to do some thinking with this one in terms of percent increases and markups and things like that. All right, so here we go. I can look for a relationship that I know, or I can cross multiply. I could say 100x equals 2,700 times 3. Or I could say that 100 times 27 will give me 2,700. Okay? And then I can know that I do the same thing on the top that I do on the bottom. So I'm going to multiply that 3 times 27. And 3 times 27 is $81. So he has a increase of $81 in his salary per annually. So that means all year. So in order to figure out what his new annual salary is, I'm going to take the 2,700, okay? Sorry guys, I'm making this video on a work day and they keep interrupting. So we have 2,700, which was my monthly salary. My 3% raise was $81. So I have $2,781 that I now make monthly. It's asking me about my annual salary though. Annual is yearly, so I would still have to do $2,781 times 12, and that would give me my yearly salary. I'm going to do that really quickly. So he makes, and I'm running out of room, $23,372 per year. Okay, stay tuned. I am going to make a second video for your discount notes, which are going to be on the back side. So give me a second.